second in a series of videos aimed at assisting APS members with how to apply for FIAP distinctions. The information in this video is intended to help explain certain key aspects of completing a distinctions application and does not replace the need to read the application lodgement documents. In this tutorial, I will cover what you need to do to complete page A of the distinctions application form, where to obtain a FIAP profile number, and where to buy your FIAP card upon which you have a card number. The topic of the submitted images that you list on page A will be covered separately in the next tutorial. The distinctions application form has 4 pages. The tabs to move between these pages are down the bottom of the screen in this particular instance, but may sometimes be up the top if you've got a different version of Excel. When filling in your application form, start with the top section of page A, as some of these fields then automatically fill in with the same information on the other pages. If you try to fill in or amend these details on the other pages, it will corrupt the auto-filling code and you will have to backstep or start again. Here I have pre-filled some of the fields on this form. As you can see, the distinction requested is placed here and it's placed there by its initials, in this instance AFIAP, the year of application, the country. Please don't abbreviate the Australian Photographic Society to APS, you must put in the full name. When you type in the date of the closing date, which for Australia is the 28th of the 2nd, and for 2020, you write 2020. When you click away, that will in fact abbreviate it. The UN code for Australia is 036. So you type 036 in here. It will actually drop the 0 when you click away. The next field you leave blank. That is for the FIAP liaison officer to sign, saying that they've checked your application. In this field here, you write your complete name. This should be the name that you are entering with. It doesn't have to be the name on your passport or anything, as long as you're consistent with your name. So in this instance, I've used the name Sherlock Holmes. So I would write here, Sherlock Holmes, noting that I always start in the leftmost uppermost field on the form, and I don't put in different words into different fields. That applies to all of the form. I type in the word male over here and I put the individual names in both spots here. Similar to the date up above, when you type in a date, put in the 01, 01, and whatever year applies for you. The address, make sure that your address is complete. You don't need to put in Australia because that's written up the top of the form, but the rest of the address should be there along with your email address. Now we come to the 2 numbers that you must have from FIAP. The number of the FIAP photographer's card and the FIAP profile number, otherwise known as the FIAP photographer's number. If you have applied for a FIAP distinction previously, you will already have a FIAP photographer's card upon which there will be a card number. Please make sure it is your most recent card, as historically the card numbers were changed each time the card was replaced. If your application was lodged after January 2019, you will also have a FIAP photographer's number. Such people can just simply fill in these 2 numbers on their form, including the FP and hyphen that goes before the 7-digit number. Let's now look at how to obtain these numbers if you don't already have them. All FIAP distinctions applicants must have a FIAP photographer's card to apply for FIAP distinctions. And since January 2019, all distinctions applicants are also required to have a MyFIAP login. This administrative platform provides you with a FIAP photographer's profile number. This FP number, as it is known, will have FP hyphen and then a 7-digit number. It is essential that you store your login details, as you will need this for your dealings with FIAP distinctions from now on. And there is the potential for other uses of this FP number in the future, as it is a unique identifier for you. The FP number, including the FP and hyphen, is also your username when you next log in to MyFIAP. The information regarding how to get a MyFIAP login is written in document FEA1 that you should have got from the APS website when you downloaded the distinctions documents. But the instructions can also be found in the FIAP area of the APS website, along with the link to the MyFIAP registration. But I'm going to go directly to the MyFIAP website, located at this address. Setting up a MyFIAP user account is very straightforward and very intuitive. However, I would suggest that you start by just watching this short tutorial that is provided by FIAP. It just makes sure that you understand what you're doing. I would, however, like to point out just a couple of spots that I have known to become trouble spots. Firstly, in this name field, it is asking for just your given name, not your surname. Your surname only goes in this field here. Academic titles are not your honours. They are titles such as doctor, professor, etc. And when you come down here, you will also be asked to upload a photo of yourself. So this should just be a head and shoulders photo. It's used for your ID card, which is your FIAP photographer's card. So make sure that it is a photo you're happy with. They've got the minimum size there, but if you click on this, you can provide a bigger file up to 5 megabytes in size. If you already have a FIAP card, you obviously click yes here, and you put in your current FIAP card number. This should be your most recent card number, not one that has been from an earlier set of distinctions, because they did used to change the number. And you obviously click which distinction you currently hold, not the one that you are about to apply for. In the case of an AFIAP applicant, this will almost certainly be a no, because they will only have a card if by any chance they have gone along to a FIAP Congress or a FIAP photo meeting, which also require you to hold a card. So they will click no, and they won't select any of the distinctions, even though they are applying for their AFIAP. That will go on their next card should they choose to replace it. And you click that you are granting FIAP the right to store the information that you've provided. You click to create your account, and it will provide you with your FIAP photographer's number. Once you have your MyFIAP user profile set up, AFIAP applicants can go in and order their first FIAP card. This only applies to AFIAP applicants. All other applicants will already hold a card, and they don't need to do this. They will be given the opportunity, along with the AFIAP applicants, to replace their cards at a later stage in the year when the applications have been approved. And that's optional and just enables you to have your new distinction placed on your replacement card. When you first went into this website to set up your profile, you would have watched that video, and the video also covers the process to order these cards, but it is very intuitive.